Hello everybody, welcome back to Fallout 4. We are currently looking at a mod that is on the Bethesda site by Lava2007. This is just one part of the mod that we're going to be looking at today. It is for abundant settlements, and you have the access to University Point and the Wicked Shipping Fleet. I think that's the only two locations, unless it's been updated since. But today we're going to be looking at Wicked Shipping Fleet because I think it's easier to open to start with. And we can just go test it out really quick and go get an eye on, can we sink in pillars, can we use the glitches that we normally do in the vanilla game. This is still going to be a vanilla build in a modded location to see whether or not our tricks and devices work for these areas. So I will see you there. I've got someone following me now, which is going to make building a little bit more irritating. Am I going in the right direction? Yeah, I think that's it. I would really prefer not to have to fight with everything on the map. I want it to be light. So we go back to Abernathy and rest. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to Abernathy and rest right quick, because I don't want it all dismal and everything while we're checking this place out. Even though I kind of like the moodiness of the game whenever it's raining, I really like that as an aesthetic for the game. I don't, however, like trying to take a look at new areas. Can I borrow your seat right quick? Okie dokie, let's, okay, that's a lot better. That is so much better. Alright, let's go down there and take a look at it. Dude? Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Okay, let's go over here and take a look at Wicked Shipping Fleet. Like I said, this is just one of the locations that it gives you. It's also supposed to give you University Point, which we will take a look at later. Yeah, those bugs are still over there. This game is currently set on very hard. It's not survival, but it is still a pain.
Someone or something else.
And I don't have my stuff on, so I can't see my health bar and stuff right now, because I was not planning on fighting. Actually, I probably have to clear it, so I probably need to turn that on. What are you after? Are you still after that same bug? It's gone! Alright, let's go take a look. Wicked Shipping Fleet. Okay, let's take a look at it on the map. Right next to Abernathy, just south of Sanctuary, Red Rocket. My first concern is this particular spot is in the middle of 3 build zones. So if you're going to use this one, you would have to be very careful not to overbuild any one of the locations. There should be ghouls here. There we go. Dude, are you gonna leave me some fighting? You know, one mod I would dearly love, let's have a conversation about this, is the ability to have battle music that is rock. Non-copywritten rock. Instead of this cheesy stuff. Okay. And I missed. Yeah, after we get done clearing everything, sir. Okay, I think that's all of that. Excuse me! Where else are you guys hiding? Let's not be quiet about this. I want them to come out and find me. Knock knock! Ghouls. Let's do the thing! We must build. Oh, this thing is so full of stuff. Ah! Okay. That's probably very, very loud. I might want to turn the volume down, but you know what, guys? Just put your headphones on and enjoy the cheesy combat music. Okay. No. Cut music! Cut music! I will be cutting a lot of that. Okay. I'm not sure how much of that I'm gonna have to cut out, because there's... I didn't do that. I may have had a hand in that, but I didn't do that. That was not how I was going to turn the radio off. That was his fault. I swear. Okay, so there's going to be a couple of cuts at the very beginning of this. There's a radio in this area. So people who are recording, be aware that if you are deciding to do this, you need to take out that radio. Anyway, I have no idea how to splice all that stuff together, but I think we've cleared this location. Killed the radio. Oh, keys might be helpful. And a magazine. Nice. I don't know how much of this, if anything, has changed because it's a modded location, but I don't think much of it has as far as what it originally starts with. Let's see if we can activate this. Yes, we can. Alright, so we are clear. Now, just first impressions of this area. Hold on. Let me... I don't think I can jump high enough to get up there, can I? Can I glitch myself up here? Dude, can you give me a boost? I wanted it to be up high to look at it. Alright, I'll build something so I can be up high to look at it. I hope the audio is not too loud. Okay. Your deer are back. Please leave. He gets a little testy. See what I said? Stop! He wasn't attacking, he's running. Leave him alone. Okay, so this is the area. Hang on, let me put another one up here. It's honestly not necessary. I don't think it was actually attacking. It only attacks when it gets pinned. Okay, so this is a decent size area. How much of this is buildable area? How far outside the... I'm stuck! Dadgummit. It's me trying to run while I'm in the build menu. The game doesn't like that. So these are scrappable. Where are you going to tell me I'm outside? It's actually decent ways... Oh, there it is. Alright. Still not in. Still not in. There we go. So, like, just a little bit outside the fence. Those aren't scrappable. What about over here? Is that good? Is this good? Okay. Oh, okay, so parts of the fence are slightly in. Hang on. Let me see. Here? You can't see the green wall to tell you where the limits are, so I'm just trying to experiment to see how big it is. It seems like just like up against the fence. Okay, make sure I'm in again. How far this way? Okay, so you don't get the river. Alright. I see you finally caught your prey. Alright, so no water purifiers. That's a thing. Alright, not outside the fence. And what about here? Okay, so just basically around the fence and maybe a little bit over there. Let me get back inside my own head. So maybe just like a little bit of these trees. And that's it. That's really the only area you have outside the fence here. Alright, so given the location, if I was going to build a settlement, what would this be? We have a farm over there. I mean, the obvious thing would be a shipping area, right? Manufacturing, maybe? Yeah, I mean, you could definitely use it for its namesake, a shipping location, and therefore make it to where it's producing a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see how much of this stuff inside is scrappable. The whole truck is scrappable, which I guess that's a good thing because these trucks do explode. The cars are scrappable. Some of the dirt is scrappable. Those are scrappable, so you're going to get a lot of materials to build with. Scrappable. Seems like some of the fences as well, but I personally would leave that in. Maybe take off these little pieces, or can you, out of curiosity, glitch a... Looking in the wrong section. Can you take a junk fence and merge it with that, is my question. Let's just do that one. And just with the pillar... I mean, I'm pretty sure you could do it if you use the pillar and the rug. I just want to see how mushy that stuff is. Can you... Okay. Alright, so you would definitely have to use the rug to get it in there. It's not mushy at all. Not mushy. Alright, that's fine. The rug will definitely fix that, most likely. We'll check that out in a minute. Let's see how much of this is... we're going to scrap that in case anything glitches next time I come in here. I don't want that radio playing. The desk is scrappable, but the computer individually is not. I wouldn't want to get rid of the computer. I really wouldn't. Okay, and then in here. Can you get rid of the mess on the floor? You could store the workbenches and move them. Oh, and all of these are scrappable. That's good. That's good. I mean, honestly, I would much rather be able to move these. Because these aren't in the vanilla games, so of course they're not going to give you the chance to move them. They'd have to be scrappable. Okay. You are going to get scrapped because I don't want you turning on randomly by yourself either. There's a good little walkway straight across. The skeletons are scrappable, which is pretty cool. Okay. Out of curiosity, is all of this operating like proper flooring? Yes, it is. What about down here? I can sink into that. Okay, so it's working like the foundations. Is that normal? Can you normally sink into those? Hang on. Like one of the foundation pieces that has the concrete. No, you can't. At least not that one. That's, what, warehouse? Looks like warehouse? Warehouse. I'm just trying to be thorough on this. I know, you know, if you haven't tried this location, you might have questions on it, so I'm trying to be thorough with it. Okay, so those particular ones you can sink through regularly. So not going to cause a problem. Gotcha. Oh, I was playing with that. Give me this. You can sink. You can't... There's no sponginess on the scrappables, which you kind of expect anyway. There's just really just... You can't play around with the scrappables. Not really. And then over here... Excuse me, sir. We've got a chemistry station. Lots of barrels. And on this side. It doesn't look like any of the walls here are scrappable. Fences are. Fences, tires. None of the bushes. This area is, you know, if you've got an entranceway that you can't build in the game, I don't know why you would want to scrap that, but it is. Okay, so this is the area. The question is what do we do with it? I'm just going to get rid of those so I don't get irradiated while I'm running around. And in here. I don't think I walked in here. Yeah, there may or may not have been an incident with this thing. Okay, that you can store, you can store, you can store. That you can scrap. Skeleton is scrappable. Truck is scrappable. So you can basically clear out these buildings and use them. And scrap pretty much everything else here, including the fence. So now what? The question is what do you do with an area that you can't really build up because it's so close to so many other places? You could make this a robot area and keep it pretty small. I mean, you keep it just like a basic workshop area. That could be interesting. Yeah, I would say out of all of them, this is probably the... I mean, you could probably... Hold on, let's be sure. Let's not probably anything. Let's be sure. As far as availability of the ground, because some of the grounds, like in Boston Airport, you can't put plants. So, can we utilize all of our resources? Yep, that's definitely ground. It's not counting it as something else. So that's good. That should also mean that you could put water purifiers here. So you can put people here. It's a lot of AI pathing, though, if you wanted to build this area up. And what about... What about... I still haven't kind of done Nuka World. I need to finish that so I can play with some Raiders stuff. I was hoping to do that before Halloween got here. It just didn't happen at all. What is it under? I think it's power. Like the conveyors. You could technically like make this a conveyor area, which would be pretty cool. I haven't played with these at all. That's a builder, that's a armor forge, weapon forge, auto loom, builds clothes. Energy weapons, heavy weapons, ammunition, mines and grenades, fireworks, processed food. Okay, so with Abernathy there, Sanctuary, and Red Rocket, the one that makes the most sense is probably a food processor. Abernathy would produce food. Sanctuary, I don't know, it's usually a player home base. Me personally, I don't like Sanctuary because when I drop off my companions, they tend to get lost. I like to put them in a smaller settlement so I can find them easier. Like the Red Rocket or Hangman's Alley is another good one because it's a lot easier to find your companions when you drop them in a small section. You look forever in a place like Abernathy and Sanctuary to try and find your people. How many of these would I actually be able to fit in there, though? And how do these work? Because I don't think I ever legitimately built one of these things. Hold on, wait. They take up... Let me put it here. Take up about 1.5. 1.5, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could put in quite a few. I don't know. And then the question is how much of this do I actually want to scrap? Sadly, all of the vehicles would have to be scrapped because they will explode. So... Whoa. Okay, those are all individual items. Gotcha. I was not wanting to do all of this on camera. I can do all the scrapping off camera, but just trying to see how much room I have to... Oh, that's weird. Okay. How much I have to work with here. It would be so nice to be able to use some of these materials in the base game. This is a pretty wide area. Uh-oh. Let's just get some of those out of the way. Let's take out this one. That's pretty massive, actually. So, I don't know, there's a couple of different ways you could go with this. The only problem with this area, this is a great place to build. It's got, you know, some sufficient structures to build I mean, you could do a mega build here. I mean, I can already visualize a mega build stretching from one building to the other, kind of like, what is it called? The one south. Egret Tours Marina. I can already imagine it's something similar to that. You can make it really big. But you would have to choose either this to be a big place, Abernathy, or Sanctuary. Red Rocket's really not going to get all that big. Just because from here you can see Abernathy. Abernathy is definitely going to impact it. Sanctuary? Maybe not so much. Let me see how far I can see. Because that would basically be in the loading cell. Ranger cabin. So it's going to be right about over there. I don't know. I'm reluctant. This should not be a big build. This really shouldn't, because if it is, it's going to mess things up. What are you? Oh, you are a bucket. Or a box, rather. Okay, but the good thing is I also have the ability to really build this into a big area if I wanted to, because I don't typically save my builds. I split the save off, build, and then delete that save and go back to the actual character prior to the build. So I could do something big here, but the whole thing is to test what I can and can't do. So let's see, I've already got 27 minutes of me talking about the build. What if I go ahead and talk about what I would want to do with the build? If I had the option, what's underneath here? Now I wish I had have checked to see whether or not you could sink anything underneath that dirt. I don't think you could have. These crates, would I want to get rid of them? This would have to be patched. That would have to be patched, obviously. Do I want to get rid of these, though? Probably not. There's no reason to get rid of those. This. I would probably clean it out and put something else in here, but I like these containers back here. So, yeah, I would clean that one out. Sadly, clean out this. I really like those containers, but I would clean these out. And let's just see what we have to work with inside this big barn. There's a can up there, just so you know, guys. And, yeah, you can leave that in there because the thing on top of it is scrappable separate. Sorry, dude, I didn't realize you were resting up there still. That's a decent-sized barn. It's a very decent-sized barn. I probably should just open that door, but I'm kind of trying to get the aesthetic of the area. Would I want to keep that there? Where was that? Yeah, I mean, I could set stuff up there. I mean, I would have to trick it to go over there. Sadly, it's in a bad position, so yeah, I would scrap it. Alright. And then I would try to fix that. Clean all the shelves out. This is a really huge area to work with, guys. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm thinking... I usually think small and it winds up becoming something big, but I'm thinking about maybe doing a robot area. And letting robots run this area as opposed to the humans over there, you know? Like they are packaging and shipping things from being processed. Can I? Okay. You take the dirt out. I like the tires. I wish those were part of the base game too. Yeah, and that means you wouldn't have to come back here and take care of this one for very much longer, you know? The robots, especially if you outfit them properly, would be able to take care of it all by themselves. They would not be able to navigate very well. Huh. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut it here just because there's going to be a lot of scrapping involved with all these little boxes and some maneuvering things around. But I've got kind of an idea, but I'm going to wait until the next recording session to actually start on it. That way I can give y'all a chance to throw some ideas out there and interact with this build. The last time I kind of recorded several episodes at one time. This one I am definitely making a cut and waiting until the next week whenever I'm actually going to be putting it up to do this one. So I will be able to see what your comments are regarding this place. Because I haven't built anything in Sanctuary, or I've put defenses in and I've given them their basic needs. So this area is prime for a big build, but it doesn't have to be a big build. So I'm looking for some ideas. I'm thinking a robot manufacturing something or another. Basically because I haven't used the manufacturing stuff. I don't think I ever built one in the last series that I did. It would be interesting to give it a shot, but y'all let me know. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and you stay shiny.